A warm welcome to all our viewers out there tuned in already. We're getting started here with your Superstar Saturday Showdown at the Indoor Oval here at New Red Hobbies in Ocala, Florida. Up first is Short Course Late Model. I need one volunteer marshal to help out Mr. Brad at the north end, please. Thank you, Mr. Richard. Your starting order for this one is Don Fender, David Coleman, Kenneth McCullough, David Ponder. 4-minute race, guys. All the transponders looking good as far as strength goes. Here we go. And we're off and running. Ponder sticking it down the side, goes wide, and oh, they get tangled up on the north end. That was Ponder and Kenny getting tangled up there. Oh. Like Kenneth might be going for an adjustment real quick. And pull it in, make an adjustment here, looks like. Hopefully something simple. Alright, minute into this one. Fender showing the way in that white, blue, black tipped. Number 99. Still trying to remember all my drivers. I think that's Moran. Devin Moran paint scheme. I might have it backwards. Coleman in second. He's the green car with the checkerboard on it, and Ponder in the gold in third on the clock. 41 lap race for your leader. 41 lap pace. And Coleman dropping a 5.8, taking over the lead, and now he rolls it over. And Fender back to the lead now by 1.6. Ponder back 0.8 in third. Kenny struggling with something there. Hopefully he can fix that for the next round. Just tuning in. Gates opened at noon today, and we started racing a little bit after 6, so just about 6 hours of practice to get her dialed in here. Sportsmen start heading this way. That is going to be Daryl, Daxley, and Terry. Now Ponder taking over that second spot by 0.8 over Coleman. They're on a 40-lap run. Ponder and Coleman on a 39. 1:10 to go, drivers. Whole field separated by 3.5 seconds or less. 20 seconds, drivers. Five seconds. That is time, drivers. Race it out, race it out. Fender is done. Here comes Ponder. And shut it down. Looks like Coleman might be a little warm out there. He pulled over with about 4 laps to go for him. Don setting that early TQ 40 and 403. Ponder with a 405. Coleman out after 36. And Kenny only getting 4 in there. Fortunate for him. Hopefully he can get that sorted out for the next round. All right, let's get our Sportsman out there. Give me 1 second, drivers. We are have a little issue here, as never a smooth race day. That just doesn't exist in the world. Fortunately, our problems are small, so. All right, let's get him checked in. All right, everybody's checked in. Our marshals are getting out there. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate the promptness. All right, Sportsman, roll them off. You got 245 to turn and burn, although we'll probably pick that up a little bit. Terry's got to calm down. We're going to roll into that throttle. That's much better. All right, guys, let's slow them down. Let's get them lined up together. Clearly don't need 2 minutes, 2 more minutes to get it sorted out. So make adjustments, now is the time. Got our marshals out there. Like we're ready to rock and roll. All right, let's see. Mr. Darrell's going to lead us off, followed by Daxley and Terry. Mr. Terry's first time on the oval. Been doing the off-road, and then you got the old man a car. The old man was running for a couple weeks, and unfortunately unable to be here tonight. So he's running it, getting his hands things here. 3 feet apart, gentlemen. All right, here we go. And we're off and running. Oh, Darrell's spinning it out. Turn 1. Next class up, gonna be big class of the night, I think. Ocala Bomber. Got 7 in there right now. Are gonna need a couple of volunteer marshals to help out with that one. All right, we'll let him get 1 more lap in here. We'll go in that race order. Right now, looks like it's gonna be Terry, though. Blue and orange STP scheme. 31 lap pace. Daxley back less than 2/10 in the sprint car. And Darrell back about 5.5 or so seconds. Third in the other white SR10. Oh man, you guys are driving like it's the 79 Daytona 500. Right into turn 3 and everything. They're banging fenders. Daxley, new fast lap 7.52. Darrell has a 7.50. Terry's got a 6.65. About 2 laps ago. A really long bad lap after it. Got to cut those bad laps out. Just about halfway, drivers. If you're watching online, jump in the chat. Let us know who you're tuning in for, if anybody specific, and where you're tuning in from. Don't forget, you got to do those social media things. Like, share, subscribe, follow. Caution out of turn 4. Man. Coleman even puts them out off the racing line, and they still tangle. Why we can't have nice things. Actually, still showing the way by 2.7 over Daryl now, and Terry back another second. Caution in 3. And we're finally clear here. Everybody was separated by just over 8 seconds, but I think that's going to change now. Down to 5 seconds. Oh, Terry. I don't know how. I think he caught the infield tractor tire. Hey, Quintel, did you see Baloo's kerfuffle last night? Got a couple of wheels. Oh my gosh. Rookie stuff. Heck, there's probably another race tonight. You can't, like, skip it, man. It's sprint week. Get your priorities straight, son. Actually, another new fast lap, 7.28. Terry with a 6.3 now. Daryl with a 7.3. 8 seconds, drivers. Once again, Ocala Bomber, you're up next, and we will need some marshals to help us out with that one. How does the race clock, drivers? Keep going, keep going. Daxley is done. Daryl is done. Let's see what Terry's got, and Terry's done. Shut it down. All three with 29 laps. Daxley setting that first round time with a 4:02. Daryl the 4:05, and Terry with a 4:06. All three of those guys separated by 4 seconds. Great job, guys. Once again, let's get him checked in and park it. I see who's up there. Let's get Mr. Chad to check in for me real quick. Alright, Smothers and Coleman need you out there. And I need my marshals. Daxley, or more likely Matt. Somebody out there for Daryl, and Mr. Terry will be out there for sure. One of our super marshals. Go down, guys. Red light is on. Your marshals are trying to get out there for you. Mr. Daxley, why don't you hang out? Terry, hang out down here. Down in front of me. Daxley, take the infield for now, and we'll probably switch that up here in a minute. All right, drivers, bring them up to speed. You got 75 seconds to get it sorted out. Let's get some help down the north end infield there for Daxley. Thank you, Mr. Zach. All right, boys and girls. Everybody look at Mr. Jonathan Warden and make him feel bad. Coming with the band body. On double secret probation. He's buying ice cream for everybody. In the meantime, let's get him in order. It is Jason Wagner. The dirt herder himself going to lead us off, followed by Coleman, Warden, Allen in fourth, McNeil, Feeney, and Smothers. Again, Wags, Coleman, Warden, Mallon, McNeil, Feeney, and Smothers. Catch it up. Chad is 3 feet apart, guys. 3 feet apart. Wow. Again, Wags 1, Coleman 2, Warden 3, Mallon 4, McNeil 5, Feeney 6, Smothers 7. Hopefully you can still work on counting here, guys. All right, gentlemen, 4 minutes on that clock. Here we go. And we're off and running. Caution on the back, stay low, inside, 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 guys. Keep it inside on the back. And we're clear. Caution 4, stay low through 4. And we're clear. Oh, caution on the back, go low into 3, on the pipe into 3, on the pipe into 3. On the pipe into 3. And we're clear. Chad pushing like a dump truck out there. Stay high off the back, high on the back, and we're clear. All right, your order, 115 into this one. Wags, Feeney, Coleman, Smothers, Warden, Mallon, McNeil. Go high on the front straight, high on the front straight. And we're clear. Stay low off of 2. Low off of 2. Go high into 3, high into 3, high into 3. And we're clear. Halfway, drivers. Oh, kerfluffle there, and they got together. Back running, it's Wags showing the way on a 39-lap run. Somewhere out there in that turquoise blue. Number 78. Coleman in second. Rocking the red, white, and blue Mustang out there. The blue, white, and red. One more, Terry. Never mind. Feeney in third in the white and blue 77. In third right now, Smothers in the orange and blue. In fourth, Mallon in the white and black. Billy. Jonathan in the all black in sixth. McNeil in the orange and black in seventh. Up next, Losi Sprint. Start heading this way. Caution in 4. Stay in the middle of 4. Chris Bradley, Matt Vogel, Michael Carter, Scott Quintel. Losi Sprint is next. Caution in 4. Caution in 4. Nine seconds, drivers. Wags, Coleman by 1.4. Feeney back 3.4 in third. Smothers down on lap in fourth. That's race time. Go low in the back. Now high in the back. And shut it down, shut it down. Wag's going to take that one. 38-4 flat. Coleman 401. Feeney 405. Smothers down 2 laps with 36 in fourth. Allen with 31 laps. Jonathan 28. McNeil 26. Fast lap going to Smothers of a 5.94. Good run for Wags. Kept it pretty clean. Like Kenny says, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Know when to walk away and know when to run. We got a couple guys tuning in online. We got AJ saying hello to everybody. We got Mr. Hagee. We got 3 marshals out there. We can turn these guys loose. Roll them off. Caution in the 3. Stay low in the 3. Check up, guys. I need 1 more of my 7 racers out here to marshal. Thank you, Coleman. I know he's running a lot of races. Coleman, you're running 3, man. Take a break. That's all right. We'll use Anthony's Mr. Super Marshal out here a little later. All right, last call for any adjustments. All right, boys and girls, just for all those watching out there and those who aren't in the know, we've had some updates to our Losi sprint rules. Effective August 16th, these guys will be allowed to run any 2.2 buggy tire on a 2.2 rim. And additionally, the DE Sprint Outlaw Racing tire on their Gambler rim. Mostly in part because you can't find tires anymore, and Losi is unfortunately don't have them available. So instead of speccing one other tire, all it's going to do is run out of that tire and cause another problem. So, additionally, boys are now allowed to run shock limiters. I thought they originally already came in the kit. We didn't mention anything of it, and apparently not. So, had the question, and now we've decided to answer it. So, all right, the order for this one: Chris Bradley, Matt Vogel, Michael Carter, Scott Quintel. That is your order. Chris, Matt, Michael, Scott. Roll it off. Wondering why it's the 16th and not another day for the tires? Well, we got guys that have bought the proper tires. Give them a chance to use them up. Here we go. And we're off. Good save, good save. And we got 1 tumbling into 2. Look at that 4-pole motor power. Doing a wheelie off the corner in turn 2. All right, at the line, it's Carter on a 38-lap run here. See if we can't find him. Coming off turn 4. Orange and white. Chris Bradley in second. Rocking the all black with the chrome wheels. Well, some are chrome. Now Quintel up to second. That red and blue, number 41. Fast lap so far, Quintel with a 5.91. Carter a 6.27. Vogel 6.10. Bradley is 6.35. Now Quintel to the lead by 1/10 at the line. Now a quarter second over Carter. On a 38 lap pace now. Oh, watch out. And something's happened to Matt's car. Caution 3, and we're clear. Matt was on a 35 lap run there. Good start. Relatively good start compared to, I think, last week. And looks like he's got it back working. Maybe the power just jiggled off there. Bounce around. That power switch is exposed slightly. Hell, finding a 5.86 out there somewhere. That red and blue, number 41. Leading by 3/10 over Michael Carter now in the orange and white. Bradley back 4 laps. Vogel back another 3 more with 1 minute to go. Traxxas modified. You guys are up next. Coleman, Jones, Deacon, Darrell, Mike, and Ponder. A little bump there from Quintel. $15 seconds. Oh, we got somebody upside down. And I think that was Chris. That is the race clock. Keep going. Vogel's done. Quintel's done. And shut it down. Quintel going to take that one by 3.4 seconds. 38.401 to a 4.05 over Michael Carter. Chris Bradley with 31. And Matt Vogel getting back out there after a little pit stop with 30 laps. Fast lap was a 5.86. The slowest fast lap was a 6.35. All right, Traxxas modifieds. Let's get him down and checked in. Once again, we are going to need a couple volunteer marshals with this one. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Actually, we might be all right. Sorry about that. Be all right with what we have. All right, see, Chris is out there. Matt's out there. Scott's out there looking for Carter. All right, drivers. Well, let's bring him up speed. You got 90 seconds and turn and burn. All right, boys and girls, last call for any adjustments. Looks like these guys are pretty happy with what they have. One of our other classes today is the first day. These guys are getting to use the new Traxxas 2-stage foam in their tires, plus the new rims. But we'll see if these guys pick up any time. They should. Definitely should be faster than the previous iteration there. All right, your leader for this one's going to be Dave Coleman, followed by Richard Jones, Deacon Quanstrom, Daryl Traver, Mike Raines, and David Ponder. All right, things are looking good. 4 minutes on the clock. Marshals look alive. And here we go. Oh man, I just got my notification for a sprint week at Tri-State. Looks like Flo is already doing their free preview. Caution in 3 and 4. Go low to 3 and 4. And he's waiting for him. Thank you, sir. Had a call stop and go on Thursday night. Our Sportsman class. Ponder getting tangled up with Daryl. One more to start finish line, Scott. And Coleman getting helped into the pipe there. Caution down the back. Go high off of 2. High off of, now low off of 2. Low off of 2. Uh-oh. I think the wall is undefeated again here at New Red Hobbies. Fortunately, my camera doesn't capture all that action in turn 3. Don't know if he got helped out or maybe the got a little help. Sometimes those Traxxas hinge pins back out. Probably not so much for the new heavy-duty parts on these cars, but on the old parts, yeah, a little bit. Just about halfway, drivers. Deacon out front on a 34-lap run. Richard in second by 5 seconds. Coleman back 1.3 in third. Raines in fourth. Daryl in fifth. The new fast lap of a 7.2 that time by. Fast lap of the race. Coleman 6.498. Caution on front straight. Stay inside on the front. Inside on the front. Wheelie time from Daryl. Up next, Buggy late model. Final race of first round. Feeney, Bradley, Warden, and Carter. Heard it there. Uno momento to go for those at trackside. And some kerfuffling too, and it's clear now. 45 seconds. It's Deacon by 1.4 over Coleman. Caution 3 and 4. 30 seconds. Oh, we got one of the bodies is hanging off on the rear. Like he might be coming in for a pit stop. Let me pop that back on for him. I think that was our leader. Yes, it was. Now Coleman to the lead. Deacon back only 2.6. And Coleman not charging the batteries all the way today, apparently. Coming up short in this one. Richard's done. Deacon's done. Reigns is done. Looking for Daryl and Coleman. Ah, he's messing with us and shut it down. Deacon gonna take it though. That super long lap from Coleman, 32.402. Deacon or Coleman with 32.415. Richard and Mike with 31, and Daryl with 28. All right, boys and girls, final race of round one. All right, looking for a couple more marshals out there, and we can turn these drivers loose. All right, need a check in from, let's see, Feeney's already good to go. Daryl, are you going to be okay out there? All right, here come the rest of our guys. Mr. Warden, get you out there. You're already like you're ready to go. Thank you, sir. Carter's checked in. We'll get Chris across the line here in a second. Now let's put Daryl on the outside. We'll have Richard on the inside. All right, gentlemen. Well, let's bring them up to speed. You got just over a minute. Mr. Carter, you're going into turn 3, the front end. You might want to get that sorted out before next round. All right, boys and girls. The order is Feeney, Bradley, Warden, and Carter. One more time across the line. All right, gentlemen, 4 minutes on that clock. Here we go. Caution in 2, caution in 2. I might shake up things here a little bit. It's Carter to the lead by 2.3 over Feeney. Warden back 7/10 in third. Bradley back 4 seconds in fourth. All right, 140 down, 220 to go. Carter showing the way, 39, 4 flat. Raffini by 4/10 at the line. Bradley back 2 laps in third. Warden right behind him here by 3.5 now. Caution in 2. And we're clear. I don't know, looks like Feeney's cheering for himself in the YouTube stream. Not sure how that's happening. But anyways, it's a battle between Feeney and Carter here at the line by .084. 84 hundredths. Chris Bradley, new fast lap, 6 flat. Jonathan has a 6.21. Carter with a 5.86. And Feeney with a 5.66. Mr. Mark Gagnon tuning in, saying the wife is stable. Thanks for all the prayers. Glad to hear it, sir. Glad to hear it. Oh, it's Senior tuning in, Feeney family. Chris Bradley down to another 6 flat as a 6.008. Like we're going to take about a 20-minute break here, a little more closer to 15, but somewhere between 15 and 20. Hopefully get started back up at 7:20. Caution in 3, go low through 3 and 4. "15 seconds, drivers." Oh, Feeney with the pass. That was beautiful. Oh, Warden sideways. He was up on 2 wheels. The guys really didn't have anywhere to go, unfortunately. That is time. Race it out. Feeney's done. Chris is done. Looking for Michael and Jonathan. And shut it down. You're going to hold on to that one. 40 and 401. Carter 406. Bradley with 36. Jonathan with 32. All right, boys and girls. Tell you what, we'll do a solid 20-minute break for the first round. After round 2 will be definitely a 15-minute. So it is 7:05 now. So 7:25 will be round 2. Track is open for practice. All right, boys and girls, let's get our marshals out there for this first race. Start heading out there. Buggy late model, guys. Feeney, Carter, Bradley, and a volunteer for Mr. Warden. Marshals, come on down. And your first race up, short course late model, Don Fender, David Ponder, David Coleman, Kenneth McCullough. Come on down. Let's get them down and checked in. Still looking for my third and fourth marshals. Come on down, gentlemen. That's going to be Feeney and Jonathan's volunteer. Looking for short course, get him down and checked in. Mr. Brad, or volunteer for him out here. I need him out here. And Mr. Jonathan's volunteer. I need you guys out here right now. All right, drivers, bring him up speed. Give you 30 seconds. All right, Mr. Feeney, need you out here. Here comes the Ponder. He was about to get the last call. Was Brad hiding out there? All right, I need one volunteer to help us out there. Mr. Anthony. Thank you, Mr. Chad. All right, gentlemen, let's get them in order. It's going to be Fender, Ponder, Coleman, and Kenneth. All right, transponder's looking good, gentlemen. 4 minutes on that clock. Current TQ, 40 laps, 4:03 by your pole sitter. Here we go. Oh, caution 4. Waiting for him, thank you, sir. All right, top two, Fender and McCullough out in front of that current TQ by a little bit here. Ponder in third by 1.4, Coleman back 1.1 in fourth. That lead car is your white with the blue stripe, black tips. Kenneth in second, rocking the yellow, white, and black. Ponder in the all gold in third. Now Ponder going to take over second. Kenneth the third. Coleman in the green in fourth, back 1.7. And now 3 of our 4 improving their qualifying time at the moment. Fender dropping a 5.64 last time by. That's a new fast lap of the race. Caution 1 and 2, and we're clear. Ponder in second. Coleman back 3.2 in third. Kenneth without, not sure if he got spun or he spun, but back 3 seconds in fourth. Caution 2. Kenneth driving off the off-road jump. Nice job. Landed it. $120 to go. Up next, Sportsman start heading this way. That's going to be Daryl, Daxley, and Terry. Fender and Ponder beating the old TQ here by a little bit. Fender on a 41-lap run. Ponder up on 2 wheels. Oh, Ponder hit the pipe and Kenneth with nowhere to go. Find out if Coleman's got the juice to finish out this one. 30 seconds, drivers, 30 seconds. Oh no, Coleman pulling it over. I think that's smoke coming out of it. Hopefully just the motor. That is time, drivers. Race it out. Fender's done. Ponder's done. Looking for Kenneth. And shut it down. Don Fender taking that one, setting a new TQ. 40 and 4 flat. Picked up 2.9 there. Ponder with 39, 4 flat. Going to rely on his first round time. Coleman with 36. Kenneth with 37. That's going to put him third overall there. Third in that race, and Coleman going to drop to fourth. I believe Mr. Coleman's going to still start third overall. All right, all my drivers are checked in, ready to rock and roll. We got 2 of our 4 marshals out there. All right, let's get somebody down the far end so we can turn these guys loose here. Looking for Ponder and Coleman or a couple volunteers. Either way, I need some bodies on the track so we can turn these guys loose. Help keep these guys from dealing with some kerfuffles unnecessarily. What was it, Coleman? Was it the motor? All right, drivers, roll it off. You got 30 seconds. All right, gentlemen, last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments. Let's slow it down and get it in order. Thank you, Mr. Richard. Order is Daxley, Daryl, and Terry. Roll it off, Mr. Daxley. Things are looking good here. 4 minutes on that clock. Current TQ, 29 laps. Three of them got it, so we'll see what they do this round. Here we go. And we're off and running. All right, 30 seconds into this. All three of these guys beating the old TQ here. On a 35 lap pace for Daxley. Daryl on a 33. Terry on a 33. All right, 130 down. Daryl showing the way by 3/10 over Daxley. Terry back 2 seconds. Daryl has a 6.825 last time by Daxley with a 6.63, the fast lap so far, and Terry with a 6.78. And just dropped a 6.45. Zach's been helping him out, getting that thing dialed in. Comes down to a couple tweaks here and there, and driving smooth. No substitution for driving smooth and hitting your marks. $130 to go. Up next, one of the big shows of the night, Ocala Bomber, start heading this way. That's going to be Wags, Coleman, Warden, Mallon, McNeil, Feeney, and Smothers. 1 minute to go. It might be a little shake up here. It's Daryl for Daxley by 5.3. Terry back 4.6. They're all three of them still ahead of the first round TQ. You guys are doing a great job. They're picking up 3 laps on that first round time. At his time, drivers, race it out, race it out. Daryl's done, Daxley's done, and shut it down. All 3 of them beat that first round TQ time. Great job, guys. Daryl taking it 32.402, Daxley 403, and Terry 31 laps 405, and the fast lap of a 6.45. Daryl and Daxley both with 6.6s. Great job, guys. Awesome round for you drivers. All right, we got big show of the night. Ocala Bomber, top 3 on the same lap. We got a battle for the rest of it. And we're gonna need a couple volunteers with this one. Richard's already out there. Thank you, sir. Calm down, guys. We'll give you your time here in just a moment. As soon as I got a few more marshals out here. All my drivers are checked in and ready to rock and roll. Looking for Mr. Terry. All right, Kenneth's going to help us out. Thank you, sir. Oh, he's picking up his car. I once again need Terry out here ASAP and a volunteer to help us out. Hang out here, down here, Terry. All right, drivers, bring him up to speed. And Mr. Smothers taking it to the wall in the north end. Caution in one, guys. Slow it down, slow it down. All right, bring him back up to speed. Go high into one, high into one, high into one, high into one. All right, need another marshal out there. Help out Mr. Richard at the north end. Where's Mr. Darrell at? Him or a volunteer in the infield or somewhere down the far end of the track? Thank you, Mr. Chris. Really appreciate it. Far end. Inside, far end. Uh-oh. Might be a problem with Smothers' car. Just the left rear. You don't need that one. All right, gentlemen, let's get them in order. Your current TQ, Wags, 38.4 flat, is going to lead them off, followed by Coleman, Feeney, Smothers in 4th, Mallon, Warden, and McNeil. Again, Wags, Coleman, Feeney, Mothers, Mallon, Warden, and McNeil. All right, Marshals, look alive. Here we go. Caution and four, caution and four. Stay low through four. And we're clear. Caution three, go high into three, high into three, high into three. Pick it up and turn it around. Stay low on the back, low on the back, low on the back, low on the back. Low on the back, guys, and we're clear. Uh-oh, sounds like a servo issue on caution and four. Stay at low through four, low through four, low through four. Wags doing some freestyle in there. Terry, just set it down, man. We don't got time for that. Terry, just set it down and get back out there. We don't have time for that. Broke is broke. Caution on the front straight, caution on front straight. All right, halfway, drivers, halfway. Stay low through, low off of four, low off of four. Stay low on the back, low on the back. Low on the back. And high into three, high into three, high into three, guys. Stay high into three. You guys can't be scared of them. Got to pick it up and get out of the way. Caution on front straight. Stay in the middle of front, and we're clear. It's Coleman showing the way on a TQ run here. Feeney in second by 4 and change. Smothers in third. Wags in fourth, back 3/10. Now Wags taking over that third spot. And Anthony taking it back. Great battle between those two. Mallon back a couple laps in fifth. And McNeil a bit more in sixth. And Warden out. Caution out of four. Caution out of four. Stay low off of four. "25 seconds. Up next, Losi sprint. Stay high off of four. Pick it up. That is time, drivers. Feeney's done. Wags is done. Looking for Smothers and shut it down. David Coleman going to take that one, setting a new TQ, 39.405. Feeney with 37. Wags 37. Smothers with 37. He's improving his time. Mallon with 32, improving his time. Neal with 20 and Warden with 7. All right, Losi sprints. Let's get him down and checked in. All right, drivers, let's bring them up to speed. Got 2 to turn and burn. All right, boys and girls, last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments. All right, boys and girls, the order is Quintel, Carter, Bradley, and Vogel. Your top 2 on a 38-lap run. Last round, Bradley with a 31 and Vogel with 30. Let's see if they can tighten that field up a little bit more. Transponders looking good, gentlemen. At TQ 3841. Let's see what you guys got this round. Here we go. Oh, man. Caution in 1 and 2. Caution in 1 and 2. And we're clear. Gotta watch that 4-pole motor, man. They got torque. They will lift that thing right up. Quintel's showing the way, new TQ run, 40-lap run going here, 4 flat. That's that red and blue number 41 car out there. Michael Carter back in second, also beating the old time. Well, he was back 3 and change. Chris Bradley dropped a 6.2, new fast lap for him. Matt's got a 6.2 as well. Both those guys are improving their time as well. Now everybody improving their time. Fast lap, Quintel 5.88 on lap 3. Oh, watch out on 1, high to 1, high to 1. I think that was Vogel biking it up there. Oh, and your second place car getting tangled up. Now Quintel picking up a little more on the fast lap to a 5.81. Carter with a 6.07. Bradley 6.16. Vogel 6.13. Oh, caution in 4. Go high through 4. High through 4. And clear. 125 to go. Up next, Traxxas Modified. Start heading this way. Give me Coleman, Jones, Quanstrom, Trevor, Rains, and Ponder. Caution in 2, go middle of 2, middle of 2. And we're clear. Carter, new fast lap, 6:07 for himself. 30 seconds to go. And Chris and Matt down to 6-1s again, or better now. Oh man, caution and free. Quintel snuck through that one. Five seconds. That is time, drivers. Keep going, keep going. Chris is done. Scott's done. Michael's done. Looking for Matt and shut it down. Scott Quintel taking that one. New TQ. 40 laps, 4:03. Picked up 2 laps on the first round time. Carter with 38 laps. Going to improve his second place time, but stay there. Vogel with 34 laps. Bumping up 1 spot, the 3rd overall. And Chris Bradley, 33 laps. Improved his time, but unfortunately going to drop a spot on the final qualifying time. All right, Traxxas modified. Let's get him down and check in. All right, all but one checked in so far. Looking for Mr. Richard Jones to get checked in. Otherwise, we got 3 of our 4 marshals out there. And let's turn them loose, guys. You got 95 seconds. All right, all right, all right. Looks like our guys are ready to rock and roll. Your current top qualifier, 32 laps, 4:02. Deacon Quanstrom going to lead us off, followed by Coleman, Jones, Rains, Trevor, and Ponder. All right, transponder's looking decent out there. Here we go. Ooh, Darrell about taking out Ponder. About to find himself in the penalty box. All right, everybody ahead of the current TQ now by a couple of laps. We're all the way up to a 36 lap pace now. And it looks like Quanser may have a little problem. He's pulling it over here. Like the body might be popped off. Say, don't worry about it. Caution on the back straight. Stay high in the back, high in the back. Thank you, sir. Top four now, still ahead of that TQ. 130 down, 225 to go. It's Coleman showing the way. Got the checkered board on the nose of his car. Ponder in second in the all blue. Richard Jones in third. I believe he's got the orange stripes on his at 75. Mike Rains. Let's see. Got some green on his car. Number 10. Coleman dropped a 6.56 fast lap for himself. Ponder has a fast lap of race at 6.46. Just past halfway. Top four ahead of that current TQ of 32 laps. Coleman and Ponder on a 36. Richard on a 34. Rains on a 34. Darrell on a 31, improving his time as well. Right now, it's going to put Quanstrom all the way down to 5th. $120 to go. Up next, Buggy late model. Oh, caution one. A couple guys got stuck together. Fixed it up. Caution and four, caution and four. And we're clear. That's going to change things a little bit here. Still going to be Coleman at the line. Ponder, Rains to third, Jones to fourth now. Five seconds. Oh, your leader's body popping off. He's going to try to get over there and get popped back on. That is time. Driver's Rains is done. Everybody but Darrell and Coleman is done. Looking for Coleman to finish out here. This will be a new TQ. Shut it down. Coleman, 36.412. That's a new TQ. Wow. Ponder with 35. He's going to start second overall, bumping up 4 spots. Rains with 33. Jones with 33. They're going to line up third and fourth. Darrell with 30, going to improve but lose 1 spot to 6. And Deacon going to be 5th after being TQ in round 1. That will definitely be an exciting A-main. I can already feel it. All right, Buggy late model. All right, Buggy late model guys. Casey Bass been online talking a little smack. You guys a little slow. But Casey also finished like 3rd last week, so. Gentlemen, slow it down. Red light is on. And we got Andrew tuning in. And go Michael Carter. I'm assuming that's MC for Michael Carter. I'm just looking for Chris to get checked in. And we need our marshals out here. Come on down, gentlemen. Coleman is out here. We're looking for Ponder, Richard, Darrell, Deacon. Just 4 of those guys. Like Mr. Richards going to hustle down the north end for us, and we'll turn these guys loose as soon as he's down there. And Mr. Dale's going to go with him. All right, Daryl, jump inside that pipe real quick so we can turn these guys loose. Thank you, sir. All right, roll them off, guys. You got just over a minute. I already warned them the first round. They need to get them fixed. Need to. Get the scissors out or you can pop the body up. All right, gentlemen. The order is Feeney, Carter, Bradley, and Warden. Four minutes on that clock. TQ 40 laps. They're all in the A main. It doesn't matter. You just got to finish the race. Here we go. All right, 35 seconds into it. Feeney dropping a new fast lap, 5.65 last time by. Carter back 1.5 in second. Bradley in third by 3.8. Jonathan back 1.3 in fourth. Your leader rocking that big yellow spoiler. Carter in the all pink and black. Chris Bradley rocking the blue and yellow, or yellow and I think it's blue. It's a dark blue. Little Wrangler scheme out there. Got the 3 on the side of that thing. Jonathan in the white. Feeney with a new fast lap. 5.64 last time by on a 42-lap run. Top two separated by 2.3 right meow. Chris Bradley, new fast lap, 5.85. $135 to go. Oh, we got a little shaking and baking down the back straight. Back running here. Still on a 42-lap run. 4.04 for your leader, Bradley Feeney. Michael Carter on a 41-lap. Everybody improving their time here. Looks like they're going to stay in the same order, though. Oh, Carter up on 2 wheels and 3. Caution and for your leader, getting it stuck into the pipe. That's going to tighten up the battle for the lead here. Down to 2.5 now. Both on a 41 lap pace. Still ahead of the TQ. That is time. Keep going, keep going. Brad is done. Carter's done. Chris is done. And shut it down. Brad Feeney taking that one. Setting a new TQ. 41.402. Carter with a 405. Bradley with 38.405. Jonathan 34.406. All those guys improving their time, but are going to stay the same order for the main. All right, boys and girls, we're going to call it 8:15. We're going to take a 15-minute break. And the main start at 8:30. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's just about time for the mains. Let's get our marshals heading out here. Buggy late model, A main, you guys are our marshals. Brad, Michael, Chris, and Jonathan. Racers, it's your turn to shine. Short course late model, let's get them down on the line. Don Fender, David Ponder, Kenneth McCullough, David Coleman. And marshals are Buggy late model. Racers are short course late model. Sun is finally gone down here. Hopefully it's starting to cool off. Was that still Coleman's motor that we smell out there? Or was that something else? Because, ooh, doggy. Looking for Fender, Ponder, McCullough, and Coleman. All right, looking for my other two marshals, Chris and Jonathan, or as volunteer. Got Brad and Michael out there already. Here comes Mr. Fender, Kenneth. All right, if you're watching online, jump in the chat, pick your winner of this one. Now top two qualify with 40 laps. Kenneth with 37, Coleman 36 after a failure, so anything's possible. I need Mr. Bradley out there in the south end, please. All right, gentlemen, two laps, and we're getting started. All right, well, let's slow him down and get him in order. Your top qualifier, 40 laps, 4 flat, Don Fender. Lining up second is going to be David Ponder. Third will be Kenneth McCullough. And round out the field, Mr. David Coleman. Hopefully he's going to finish this one. I need one marshal on the south end to help out Mr. Chris. He can't do it all himself. And he could try, but it's only 4 cars. So if he's running out there, hopefully it's only for one. Thank you, Mr. Anthony. Roll him off, Don. David, Kenneth, and David. It's Don, Ponder, Kenneth, and Coleman. Here we go. Oh, we got Mayhem in turn 3, your leader. I think he caught an edge. Oh, he's got a body tuck right now. Can't tap a pipe there and knock it loose. Under the line, Kenneth and Coleman, hot pursuit right now, and Don trying to run him back down. He's got the fast car, though. Bender dropping a 5.5, new fast lap for the race. Hot on the tail of third and second. Ponder stretching out his lead here a little bit. Oh, Don going to sneak underneath him in two. Great job there. And Coleman pulling it over. Something wrong with it. He says, cut it off. Like the speed control's hanging off a little bit. $120 down, 2:40 to go. David Ponder showing the way. 41 lap race run here going. Don back 2 seconds. And looks like Coleman's going back out there. Yeah, pull it off. He's there's a power problem, unfortunately for him. Ponder leading by 1.7 at the line. Still 1.7, so about the length of a straightaway. Kenneth back. Like a lap here. Ponder getting past Kenneth here, putting him a lap down, or a second lap down. Don getting by him pretty easily there. 125 to go, 125 to go. Don finding the gap, making it work. Ponder closed the door too late. Not over yet though, 1:15 to go, plenty of time. Fast laps, Fender 5.56, Ponder 5.73, Kenneth 6.04, Coleman 6.02. Ponder up on two wheels, entering one. And three that time. 15 seconds, drivers. 15 seconds. Sportsman, you're up in 10 seconds now. And looks like Fender, with the Fender dragging on the tire here, gonna take this one. You're done when you cross the line. Don Fender taking it 41.401. David Ponder 41.405, and Kenneth with 38.403. What a recovery from Don Fender there. Right rear was hiked up on the rear tire. Oh, we got the world famous Ratfink. Mark Mosier tuning in. Are tuning in just in time for the bomber race coming up after this one. All right, I got 2 of my 3 racers checked in. My marshals are heading out here right now. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, still need a couple more marshals out here. Got Don and Kenneth. One at the other end. We turn these drivers loose. Thank you, Miss Chad. All right, Daryl checking in for me if you're out there. All right, thank you, sir. All right, drivers, roll them off. You got 70 seconds to turn and burn. Don't forget, boys and girls, at the end of racing, we still got podium pictures to take. Top 3 in TQ will be involved in that. All right, got a minute's grace here. We're going to see if we can't fix that or not. All right, while we're waiting for that, your top qualifier for this one, Daryl Trevor, 32 laps, 402. Mr. Daxley Vogel qualified second with 32 laps, 403. Terry Dolan qualifying with 31 laps in 05. Our sportsman class here. Mr. Daxley's been out here just about every weekend getting that sprint car dialed in. And looks like they got it hopefully good to go. Dad's telling them, don't hit the wall. I don't blame you. All right, Mr. Darrow, lead them off, followed by Daxley and Terry. Marshals look alive. 4 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Terry testing out the inside wall there a little bit, and the outside wall now. Oh, Daxley caught an edge and flipped her over. Daxley giving a little bump and run on Terry, and definitely tries to chop him, pays the price for it. Darryl showing the way here on a 34-lap run. Oh, Daxley caught behind the jump. I don't think you can see it, guys. Help him out. Yeah, run your race, man. Never know. You don't quit. Somebody might have a problem. You got a chance to take it back. Keep them clean, smooth and clean. 130 down, 230 to go. It's Daryl, Terry, and Daxley. And Terry spinning out in turn 3. Oh, and our other 2 cars get tangled up on the back straight somehow. Daxley trying to make some luck for himself here. Past halfway, 1:45 to go. Daryl still rocking out there. Terry dropping a new fast lap of 6.8. Daxley just dropped a 7.0. Daryl with a 6.84. And Terry coming back with a huge 6.65 fast lap for the race. Now Terry trying to take her leader out accidentally. Ocala Bombers start heading this way. Gonna be Coleman, Wags, Feeney, Smothers, Mallon, Warden, McNeil. Closest battle looks like it might be between Terry and Daxley here. $50 to go. Once again, never give up. You don't know what's going to happen. The other racers. $20 seconds. Not for position, but it's going to help him out here with 5 seconds to go, though. Anything's still possible. That is time. Daryl, you are done. Looking for the other 2 to finish out here. Daxley's done. Daryl's done. Shut it down. Or excuse me, Terry's done. Daryl taking that one. 32-4 flat. Terry with 30 and Daxley with 29. Once again, you guys are all on the podium tonight. All right, boys and girls, we're going to need all hands on deck for this one. We need a couple of volunteer marshals to help us out. Please come on out. This is the big show, possibly of the night. As far as the car count, maybe the best race. I know our top 3 are the top 3 all within a lap of each other here. Maybe top 4. All right, boys and girls, Hobby Shop is closing at 9, so 15 minutes or so. If you need something in the Hobby Shop, now is the time. All right, just looking for a check-in from Anthony and Chad. Otherwise, we need our marshals heading out the track, plus some volunteers. Remember, these guys help volunteer for your classes out there, so do in kind and jump out there for them. Daryl, hang out down here with me. Hang out down here with me. Once again, need a couple volunteers. Need somebody to help out Mr. Daxley down there. All right, gentlemen, in the meantime, we're going to get you guys turn and burn. We'll get somebody down there in a minute. Get your laps in. Once again, need a volunteer out here. Help out Mr. Daxley at the far end. We also need one more in the infield. We need 2 volunteers. Come on down. Thank you, Michael. Caution on the back straight. Slow down, guys. Slow down. Slow down. Richard, jump out there in the infield, please. In the middle. I need you in the middle. I want you to cover front and back straight. Or try to. Alright, we should be alright with that. Alright, boys and girls, last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments. Like everybody's good with what they have. Your top qualifier for Ocala Bomber, 39 laps, 405. David Coleman's going to lead him off here, followed by Jason Wagner in second, Brad Feeney in third, Anthony Smothers fourth, Brad Mallon fifth, Jonathan Warden sixth, and Chad McNeil in seventh. 3 feet, gentlemen, 3 feet. Catch it up, Chad. Catch it up. All right, boys and girls, 4 minutes on that clock. Here we go. And we are clean and green. Caution in 2, stay low through 2, low through 2. Caution in 4. And we're almost clear. And we're clear. All right, it's Coleman. Smothers up from 4th to 2nd now. Feeney to 3rd. Wags is 4th. Fallon in 5th. Jonathan and Chad rounding out the field. Racers helping racers there. Appreciate it. Oh, Warden upside down in the 3. I think it was Warden. Whoa, Coleman. Somehow up on the off-road track. That's far more than 12 feet of track out there. Next week, you guys are not going to have that full lane you got down there at the north end. Off-road lane will be back put in there. Oh, I got Chad pulling it off here. Got some more tuning work to do on that one to get her up towards the front of the field. At the line, it's Smothers showing the way by 9/10. Caution, Hind 1, go Hind 1. Allen getting a little help into the infield tractor tire. It's Feeney to the lead. Smothers hot on his tail. Low off of 2, low off of 2. We're clear. Stay low in 3, low in 3. Poor Brad getting beat up here in this one right now. Oh, Anthony trying a little freestyle down the front pipe on the side of the lane. Feeney, Smothers back 2 seconds. Coleman behind him by 3/10. Wags less than a tenth. Battle for that 2nd through 4th spot. Coming down the back straightaway now. Orange and blue versus the turquoise blue and the white, blue, and red. Caution in 3 and 4. Stay low through 3 and 4. Wags getting the pass on Coleman, or they're battling back and forth doing the over-under bit. Jonathan back about 4 or 5 laps in 5th. Brad behind him by a lap maybe in 6th. 15 seconds, drivers. Caution in 3, go high into 3, high into 3, high into 3. And we're clear. 5 seconds. That is time. When you cross line, you are done. For Brad to finish out here and shut it down. Brad Feeney taking that one 38-4 flat. Smothers back 3/10 in 2nd. Coleman 6/10 in 3rd. Wags back 2.6 in 4th. All 4 of those guys with 38 laps. Jonathan Warden with 31. Brad with 31. That's Brad Mallon. And Chad off after 9. Great race there, guys. Great race. All right, Losi Sprints, come on down. The time is meow. All right, looks like we got some marshals out there. All my drivers are checked in, so gentlemen, bring them up speed. You got 210 to turn and burn. Coleman, we're good. Matt, I'd say take an extra lap. Make sure it's going to handle how you expect it before we start here. If it skipped the thread, it might even be better. You never know. All right, gentlemen, let's get them in order. Your top qualifier, 40 laps, 4:03, Mr. Scott Quintel. Brad says he needs a tag in for some reason. That's okay. All right, lineup seconds going to be Michael Carter, 3rd. Matt Vogel, 4th will be Chris Bradley. Roll them off, gentlemen. Here we go. Oh, Tumblerooski going for Michael Carter, your 2nd place qualifier. Quintel starting him off with a 5.95. Yes, and he started finally listening to me. Hey-o. Caution in 3, go high through 3 and 4. We're clear. Chris Bradley in 2nd. Now looks like Carter snuck by him here. Dropping a 6.19 fast lap for Carter. And now a 6.0. Chris with a 6.29. Vogel with a 6.09. And Carter dropping a 5.9 last time by. Appreciate the tag in, guys. Let me tell you something, brother. Gotta tag it in. Quintel down to a 5.78 fast lap, and that red and blue coming off turn 4. Carter back about a lap here, but not quite. Vogel trying to run him down. Bradley back 3.7 to 4th. That's your closest battle for that final podium spot. Caution in 2, caution in 2. That is our 3rd place car, if I'm not mistaken. And then Chris immediately goes to wreck at the other end of the track. Had the position there and gave it right back. That's what we call a sympathy wreck. Oh man, Carter right up on the tail. Oh, your leader turning in early, catching the pipe, going for a tumble. Still has a lap lead, or just about a lap lead on the car right in front of him. 120 to go. Up next, Traxxas Modifieds. Rocking a 39 lap here, pace for your leader. Carter on a 38. Vogel and Bradley on a 34. 2 seconds between them for that final podium spot with 40 seconds to go. Oh, help him out, help him out. That was 2nd place. Still in 2nd place. He's going to stay there. Got a lap or 2 lead on 3rd place. "15 seconds to go for Matt Vogel to hold on to this podium spot over Chris Bradley. Was like 3 seconds between them. Might be a little more now. That is time. You cross line, you are done. And shut it down. Scott Quintel taking that one, 39.404. Michael Carter with 37. Matt Vogel 35. And Chris Bradley with 34. Fast lap going to Quintel 5.78. Slowest fast lap, Chris Bradley 6.29. All right, we need all those guys out there to marshal this next one. It is Traxxas Modified. Come on down. All right, just looking for a check-in from Ponder and Trevor. Got Terry out there. We got a couple of our sprint guys out there. Anthony. Looks like a couple of those guys go to the north end of the track. All right, gentlemen, let's bring them up to speed. You got 85 seconds Oh, 75 seconds to turn and burn. All right. Last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments. I think somebody has some problems there. That looked like the hinge pin came out. Means we can do a minute's grace here. This an unscrew and rescrew. All right. Let this be a gentle reminder, all our gentlemen out there, check your nuts and your screws. Public service announcement brought to you by New Red Hobbies. Florida Men's Health. All right, while we're waiting for that, we're gonna run down the lineup here. Your top qualifier, 36-4-12, will be Mr. David Coleman, or is David Coleman. Lining up second will be David Ponder. Third will be Mike Raines. Fourth, Richard Jones. Fifth, Deacon Quanstrom was your first round TQ. And lining up in sixth, Daryl Traver. Hopefully it's got to unscrew that thing and screw it back in. I guess somebody's got to find a Phillips out there, right? Couldn't follow the industry standards, eh? Hey, when that happens. All right, boys and girls, this could be the race of the night. All right, Marshall, as soon as we get in position, we're going to roll them off here. All right, gentlemen, roll it off, roll it off. Once again, Coleman, Ponder, Raines, Jones, Quanstrom, Traver. Four minutes on that clock, drivers. Let's keep it clean. Here we go. And we're off and running with your Traxxas Modified A main. Oh, Richard trying to find a gap there and pays the price. Deacon down the inside of Raines now, and they are tussling to the line here, and Deacon now has third spot. Followed by Raines and Jones. Coleman showing the way here on a 37-lap run. Ponder in the blue trying to run him down here. Caution on the back, go high into three, high into three, high into three, drivers. And we're clear. One down, three to go. Coleman showing the way. Find him again. He's got the checkerboard on the nose. The 1 second lead for Coleman over Ponder. And a couple guys getting tangled up here, and I believe Ponder was tied up in one of those with maybe Daryl. Top three separated by 4.3. That's Coleman, Ponder, and Quanstrom. Richard back 3.2 in fourth. Rains another 3.3 in fifth. Darrell back 2 laps in sixth right now. Ponder sneaking down the inside, putting a lap on Richard there, I believe. Halfway, drivers halfway. The 2.2 second lead for Coleman over Ponder. Quanstrom back 4.3 in third. Richard in fourth. Trailing by 6 seconds right now with 1:25 to go to get on that final podium spot. Caution in 4, stay high off of 4. And we're clear. You heard it there. Uno momento. Great race going so far. Oh, Reigns almost getting stuck in the pipe there. Oh, fourth place, upside down. Help him out. And he's good. He's good. "25 seconds to go. Closest battle right now is for the lead here. 2.6 between Coleman and Ponder. Coleman entering turn 3, now exiting 4. Ponder back almost half a lap here at the line. Darrell, new fast lap, 7.3 last time by. 2, 1, race it to the line. And we're all done. Shut it down. David Coleman taking that one, 36.401. Ponder back 2.7 with 36.404. Deacon Quanstrom ending up on the podium there after starting 5th with 35 laps. Richard with 33 in 4th. Reigns 32 and Darrell with 28. Good race, guys. Good race. All right, it's time for your final race of the night. Buggy late model. Let's get him down and checked in. All right, looking for a check-in from Brad and Jonathan. Got marshals out there already. Thank you, gentlemen. Time, roll them off. You got 95 seconds. All right, boys and girls, we did record that last Traxxas modified race, so hopefully sometime tomorrow I'll have that up. 1080. Close as we can get to it. All right, looks like our guys are pretty much ready to rock and roll. Your top qualifier, 41 laps, 4:02. Mr. Brad Feeney. Lining up second will be Michael Carter. Third, Chris Bradley. And rounding out the field, Mr. Jonathan Warden. Roll it off, gentlemen. Feeney, Carter, Bradley, Warden. Here we go, final race of the night. We're off and running. Feeney looks like, or starting at the tail of the field here, handicapping himself. Carter's no slouch. He just had some body rubbing issues and might have cleared him up here. Like Feeney's got a little more corner speed. Really, oh, watch out. And he gets a little helped into the pipe there, trying to make a pass. That's going to set him back almost a whole lap here. 40 seconds down, 3:20 to go. Oh, your leader getting a little help. Not intentionally. That'll tighten it back up here real quick. Carter by 6/10 at the line. Shaking and baking through the traffic here. Oh, Carter opened the door. Bradley just stepped right through it, it looks like. 5.7, new fast lap from Brad Feeney. Carter with a 5.9, Jonathan 6.4, Chris with a 6.2. Oh, wheelie time for second play, or your leader. Go low down the back, inside, 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 inside. And it's a lap lead for Michael Carter right now over Brad Feeney. 1:45 to go. Like Carter's going to try to pressure Feeney into a mistake here. New fast lap, 5.71 for Brad Feeney. Chris Bradley picking up a 6.18 last time by. Oh, he gets tangled with Carter. That's going to allow Brad to catch up. Oh no, Carter's got a body tuck. High to one, guys. High to one. High to one. High to one. And we're clear. That might have been a little payback. I don't know who's working with who out there. Money might have changed hands in the pits. I'm unaware. Oh no, your leader. Oh, half a four. Check the front body. Oh, it's off the post. Oh man, that is not good. He's going to pull it in, save my track. Thank you, sir. 20 seconds to go. Feeney is off the track. Ten seconds to go. And Carter's body's hanging off here. 5 seconds. That's going to be time. Races to the line. Carter going to hold on to the win by 4/10 over Jonathan Warden. Shut it down, guys. Warden could have snuck it out there, but it was 4/10. Chris Bradley in third with 35 laps, and Feeney off after 33. Oh, man, that's what happens when you tempt the fates there. All right, boys and girls, I want to thank our live stream viewers for tuning in. We will catch you next Thursday or this coming Thursday for Thursday Night Thunder on the off-road. Racing starts at 7 p.m. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you then.